Ever notice how stress seems to mess with your body, especially your weight? It's not just in your head. Chronic stress can actually lead to weight gain, especially around the belly, thanks to hormones like cortisol. It affects your cravings, your sleep, and even how your body stores fat. In this video, we'll break down the real connection between stress and weight gain, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Today, we will talk about the connection between stress and weight gain. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding the stress-weight link. Stress isn't just an emotional response. It has real, measurable effects on the body. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the primary stress hormone. In short bursts, cortisol is helpful. It gives you energy to face challenges. But when stress becomes chronic, cortisol stays elevated, and that's when problems begin. High cortisol levels are directly linked to increased appetite, stronger cravings for high-calorie foods, and the accumulation of belly fat. Your body is biologically wired to respond to stress by storing energy for survival. This mechanism made sense thousands of years ago, but today it just leads to unwanted weight gain. In modern life, stress often comes from work, finances, or relationships, not from anything physically threatening, yet our bodies still respond the same way. This is where the cycle begins. Stress leads to eating, eating leads to guilt, and guilt adds more stress. Breaking that cycle starts with awareness. 2. The role of cortisol in weight gain. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, plays a central role in the connection between stress and weight gain. When you're stressed, cortisol levels rise to prepare your body for a fight-or-flight response. This triggers your body to release glucose into the bloodstream for quick energy. However, if you're not physically active during stress, like when you're sitting at a desk or lying in bed worrying, that extra glucose doesn't get used. It gets stored as fat, especially around the abdominal area. Why the belly? Because cortisol receptors are highly concentrated in visceral fat cells. This type of fat surrounds internal organs and is linked to health risks like diabetes and heart disease. Worse, cortisol also increases your desire for sugary, salty, and fatty foods, often called comfort foods. These foods trigger pleasure centers in the brain, offering temporary relief, but long-term harm. It's a hormonal trap, not a willpower issue. 3. Emotional eating and food cravings. One of the clearest links between stress and weight gain is emotional eating, using food as a coping mechanism. When people are stressed, sad, or anxious, many turn to food not out of hunger, but out of habit, distraction, or comfort. This often leads to overeating, especially foods high in sugar and fat. Why those foods? Because they stimulate the brain's dopamine reward system, providing a short-term feeling of pleasure. Unfortunately, that dopamine rush is temporary, and once it fades, it often leaves behind guilt or shame, fueling even more stress. This creates a vicious cycle. Stress, emotional eating, weight gain, more stress. People who chronically eat in response to emotions are also more likely to ignore their natural hunger and fullness cues. Understanding your emotional relationship with food is key to long-term health. It's not about restriction. It's about awareness and healing your response to stress. 4. Sleep, stress, and fat storage. Chronic stress also impacts your sleep, and poor sleep is another major factor in weight gain. When you're stressed, your mind is racing, making it hard to fall asleep or stay asleep. Lack of sleep causes your body to produce more cortisol the next day, further increasing stress levels. It also disrupts the balance of ghrelin and leptin, two hormones that control hunger. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, goes up, while leptin, the satiety hormone, goes down. That means you feel hungrier and less satisfied even after eating. In this state, your body is primed to crave carbs and high-calorie snacks while having less energy to work out or make healthy decisions. Sleep deprivation also reduces insulin sensitivity, making it easier to store fat, especially belly fat. Managing stress isn't just about feeling better emotionally. It's critical for restoring hormonal balance, improving sleep quality, and preventing weight gain. 5. The impact of chronic stress on metabolism. Many people don't realize that stress affects your metabolism too. When you're under long-term stress, your body goes into conservation mode. Your metabolism slows down as a protective response. Your body thinks it's in danger and tries to hold on to energy. This makes it harder to burn calories, even if you're exercising and eating well. At the same time, your muscle mass may begin to decrease, especially if you're skipping workouts or under-recovering due to stress. Less muscle means a slower resting metabolic rate, which again contributes to weight gain over time. Cortisol also reduces thyroid function, which is a key regulator of metabolic speed. Combined, all of this means that even if you're doing everything right, stress can still slow your progress. That's why managing stress isn't optional. It's a necessary part of any fat loss or weight management strategy. You can't out-train a stressed-out body. 6. Exercise. Friend or foe? Exercise is one of the best tools for reducing stress, but only when used wisely. Physical activity helps lower cortisol levels, release endorphins, feel-good hormones, and improve sleep quality. However, too much intense exercise, especially when combined with high stress, can backfire. Overtraining without proper recovery keeps cortisol elevated and increases inflammation, leading to fat retention instead of fat loss. This is why some people exercise like crazy and still struggle to lose weight. The key is balance. Incorporate both strength training and moderate cardio, but don't forget about rest days and recovery activities like stretching, yoga, or walking. Even 30 minutes of low-impact movement per day can significantly lower stress levels and support fat loss. The goal isn't to punish your body, it's to work with it. Tune in, listen to your energy levels, and prioritize recovery as much as the workouts themselves. 7. Stress management techniques that help. You can't always control life's stressors, but you can control how you respond. Incorporating daily stress management techniques can reduce cortisol levels and help prevent stress-related weight gain. Start with deep breathing exercises. Even just 5 minutes a day can lower heart rate and calm the nervous system. Meditation, journaling, gratitude practices, and mindful walking are also powerful tools. These techniques reduce the fight-or-flight response and shift your body into a relaxed, parasympathetic state where healing, digestion, and fat burning are optimized. Spending time in nature, talking to loved ones, or even doing creative hobbies can also help ease mental tension. Don't underestimate the power of laughter either. Something as simple as a funny video or podcast can reduce cortisol in minutes. Consistency is key. These habits might feel small, but they're scientifically proven to help you regain control, support your health, and yes, manage your weight. 8. Nutrition for stress and weight control. When you're stressed, your body craves fast fuel, typically sugar and processed carbs. But these foods spike blood sugar, cause crashes, and lead to more cravings later. That's why stabilizing your blood sugar through balanced nutrition is essential. Focus on whole foods, especially meals rich in protein, fiber, healthy fats, and complex carbs. These support steady energy levels and reduce emotional eating triggers. Certain foods also help reduce cortisol naturally, like dark leafy greens, berries, avocados, nuts, and wild-caught salmon. Herbal teas like chamomile, ashwagandha, or lemon balm have calming properties. Don't skip meals or rely on caffeine to power through stress. This only worsens hormonal imbalances. Meal prepping, eating at regular intervals, and staying hydrated can keep both your body and mind more resilient to stress. Nourishing your body properly makes it easier to resist stress-related cravings and maintain a healthy weight. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.